Yo, what's good, world? It's your boy Stefan here with another live stream. So let's dive right into this. First off, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like. I'm always welcoming comments and engagements and questions, whether I can answer them in the live stream or I can answer them in future videos. So if you got something to say, leave it in the comments. All right. If you got some feelings, leave them in the comments. You got some ideas, leave them in the comments. All right. So we're going to talk about how to breathe. Okay. I did a poll in my stories the other day, a couple days ago, and I asked you guys if y'all wanted me to do a video on how to breathe so you can improve, all right, your flow, so you can improve your even your negative thoughts and your experience. You can improve your state, okay? And most people, what you're gonna find, and I'm explaining this, most people are actually breathing wrong. And because they are breathing wrong, they are not able to dance, they're not able to feel, and they're not able to do some of the things that they want to do, all right? And they're having bad experiences while they do it, which leads to less results, which leads to giving up, which leads to lower confidence, all that kind of stuff. And it's going to be amazing because we're going to talk about how we can solve many of those issues, or at least make steps, make progress in those issues using breathing. So let's chat a little bit about it. All right, so if you're struggling, all right, if you're feeling stiff, all right, if you're feeling stiff and you're having a hard time moving and flowing, all right, if whenever you are doing things, and mainly I talk about dancing, but movement, some type of performance, some type of activity, workflow, all right, if you're having a lot of negative thoughts while you do that, if you're having a lot of anxiety while you do that, okay, if you're having a hard time being in the moment, then this video is going to be for you, okay, because we know that whenever we are in the moment, we usually have a better time and we usually do better. Okay, so if you are having a problem with this, what you want to learn how to do is you want to learn how to do slow and steady, deep belly breathing. All right, and I'm going to break all of this down and why it's important. Okay, but I remember, as you know, I played a lot of sports. Okay, most of my life I've been dancing since I was like 12 or 13 or something like that. And I like to practice stuff like boxing and mixed martial arts and jiu-jitsu, okay? And, in boxing, what we talk a lot about, they talk about the importance of breathing. And I remember once I found a dance mentor, I was curious about breathing, the importance of breathing, and how you should breathe whenever you dance. And I sent him a message. I was like, hey, how should you dance? Or how should you breathe? What's the way you want to breathe whenever you dance? And he said slow and steady. All right, and now I'm going to add a little port. And I asked why. And he said because what it does is it relaxes your muscles. And so I also added deep belly breathing into there. And I'm going to explain why I added deep belly onto that breathing instead of just the slow and steady. Okay, so the reason why we want to do slow and steady, deep belly breathing is because, one, what it does is it slows down your heart rate. Okay, so if I was to track your heart rate, and if we're to track the type of thoughts that you have in your head, what you'll find is whenever you're being flooded with these negative thoughts, whenever you're being flooded with anxiety, whenever you're being flooded with panic, and what do I do next? I don't know what to do. And you're having that type of negative experience, you will find that your heart rate is raising. Okay, you'll find that your heart rate is going a little faster. And so what slow, steady, deep belly breathing does is it begins to slow down your heart rate. All right, so the parts of your brain that include being in the moment, the parts of your brain that includes flow states and positive feelings and energy, that can begin to activate. But whenever our heart is going super, super crazy, our brain is doing two different things. Okay, and so that's one reason why you want to start to do slow, deep belly breathing. And I say deep belly breathing because that type of breathing actually is what affects your heart, and I'll explain that in a minute. But so this is going to help you, one, slow down your heart rate. Two, which is then going to relax your muscles. Not only is it going to relax your mind, but it's going to begin to relax your muscles so you can actually flow while you are dancing. Okay, and it's how you use your shoulders. It's how you move your torso. It's not just in the facials. It's not just in the hands. It's not just in the feet. It's how you use your torso and your shoulders and your hips and your spine. How fluid you are in that area. That's going to influence how well you dance and how well you move. So we're going to be able to relax our muscles, which if we're just chilling, that's also going to improve our posture and improve our energy and our demeanor. All right. And it's also going to impact our thoughts. This is why breathing is super important. Just like I said earlier, whenever we have this fast panic breathing, okay? Whenever we have this fast panic breathing, we're being flooded with negative thoughts. And performing while you're having negative thoughts is not a good idea. You can do what you want to do. But performing while we have negative thoughts is not optimal. You're not going to be at your highest state. So slowing down, deep belly breathing, it changes your physiology. It changes the chemicals that are going on in your body. It changes the way you're internally moving, which is then going to change your thoughts. And because you are having better, clearer, more positive thoughts, you're going to have better, clearer, more positive actions and results. All right. And deep belly breathing is a doorway to the flow state. All right. And speaking of positive thoughts, let's think about this. There's a reason why people say, go take a breather. You need to breathe. You need to breathe for 5 or 10 seconds. Why do they do that? Why do they recommend that? Literally, therapists recommend that. Professional therapists. Not just your friends and your mama. Why do they recommend that? It's because it's so effective. It's because whenever you do slow down and you take a breath, it changes the chemicals, your physiology in your body. And your behavior is going to be based off the physiology going on in your body. And this is, like I said, it's a key. It's a doorway to the flow state. Now we're going to talk about what I mean by deep belly breathing, okay? Let's just talk about actual action steps really quick. Because a lot of people, whenever they try to do breaths, they do high shoulder. Like if you are panic breathing, we call this panic breathing. In and out through your mouth, and your shoulders are going up and down, all right? You'll see your shoulders moving. That's a sign of panic breathing, all right? Now, if we want to do calm, deep belly breathing, what you see is, if I'm going to give y'all a demonstration, a good sign of knowing if you're doing deep belly breathing is if your lower stomach, your lower tummy expands. Not this. It's in your lower belly. All right? You see this deep belly breathing. So what you're going to do is, whenever we do deep belly breathing, you get more oxygen going into your body. You get deeper breaths. It helps you slow down your breath. You get a fuller breath. And then because you are filling your lower belly up with oxygen and air, it causes your heart rate to have to slow down a little bit, which then brings about all these awesome physiological experiences, which then make you feel better and make you think better, okay? And you know, I know in boxing, this is what confused me, because in boxing, we're taught to so how should I breathe whenever I dance, whenever I'm flowing? We want to do slow and steady. And a lot of people, the problem is, like, why do we have so much chest panic breathing? Okay, what you're going to find is, you know, we all have this abs. We want abs. We want a nice thin stomach. We want to look thin. We want to keep it sucked in. Right, so we walk around trying to show off our abs, and we want to look thin. So what do we have to keep our stomach in. So all we have left to do is just breathe this upper chest, shoulder breathing. All right, just relax. If you want some abs, just eat clean. If you want to look thin, just eat, or slim, eat clean. Exercise. All right. A lot of singers, they talk about low diaphragm, breathing from your diaphragm. A lot of really good singers, they can't keep their abs contracted and sing at the same time. They have to relax, expand their lower stomach. So here's what we're going to do. So if you're having a hard time flowing and relaxing your muscles, and you're having a lot of negative, panicky thoughts while you are dancing, performing, moving, even in your normal day, what you want to learn how to do is slow and steady, deep belly breathing, because it's going to slow down your heart rate. It's going to change. Oh, hey, chill out, Obi. It's going to change your physiological structure, the chemical makeup in your body, which is then going to change your thoughts. All right, and how you think and how you feel is going to influence your behavior, which then, and just the vibes you're giving off. And then that's going to influence the results that you have. So if you are dancing and you're feeling panicky, notice your breathing. So here's what we want to do. Here's an action step for you. If you are having a hard time with this, all right, if you want to learn how to do this, take 5 to 10 minutes out of your day, every day, or the majority of the days out of the week. Take 5 to 10 minutes and practice, all right? Just being mindful of your breathing. Practice slow, breathing into your lower belly, expanding your lower belly, and then breathing into your lungs. Well, filling up your lower belly, then fill up your lungs, and then exhale. I prefer through the nose, out through the nose. Some people say through the nose, out through the mouth. But panic breathing is through your mouth, out through your mouth. All right? And so you want to practice this daily. All right? And be mindful of this daily. So now what you want to do is whenever you find yourself, action step 1 is just practice. Action step 2 is be mindful. And what I mean by that is whenever you are out in your day, be mindful of your emotions. How are you feeling? All right? And next time you're upset, next time you're moving and you're having a hard time flowing, next time you're feeling overwhelmed, maybe think about how you're currently breathing and then change your breathing pattern. Go to that slow and steady, deep belly breathing. And then become mindful and aware of how you're beginning to feel after you do that for anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds, okay? And you're going to begin to see yourself start to relax more. You're going to begin to see your thoughts change, and then you're going to begin to see your behavior change. And then you're going to begin to see your results change. So if you like this video, make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you leave a thumbs up or a heart. Do those action steps, and you will begin to see a nice little change. I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to try to keep these boys under 15 minutes. Definitely under 20 minutes, preferably under 15 minutes. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. It's your boy, Stefan. I'll chat with y'all later. Peace.